morning and welcome back to our channel. What's up? I hope you're doing super well. It is now 2020. Corey and I are in the middle of an epic planning session for the year. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize how echoey it is. We are actually planning for kind of like 5-year plans, like what's our biggest goals that we want to be achieving, what is our dream life, and what is our also the goals for 2020 only. And we're trying to connect those goals for this year to the goals that we have of like our ultimate dream life. So we're kind of just outlining all of that, and we're gonna be talking to you about this and also kind of explaining the different aspects of our lives that we're planning out and being very specific about what we want to happen in those areas. So I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, we've just gone over our entire 2020 and beyond planning.
And beyond.
Now we've kind of basically just like sectioned every section of our life. We put a section of our life onto one page and then just laid them out in front of us. And then we were able to set goals based on each section of our life.
Yeah, what do we do? Well, we broke everything up. We have like a business vertical, we have our routine, we have finance, we have lifestyle, travel, social life, and education. Mm-hmm. There's no specific reason why we went with that. We just were like, okay, this is, I know people usually break it into like career, finance, spiritual, family, or like relationships. Yeah. I don't know.
That's how it normally is. There's usually like 4 sections.
We just do it whatever we want. Like really, we want to focus on education and probably improve our social life since we don't leave our house ever. Like routine was a big one. Yeah, we spend a lot of time working on our routine.
Yeah, so we've just put them on little pieces of paper like this, and it says routine, and we literally wrote down the desired routine that we want to have, and we did this for every section.
We've done it before where we try to have a routine and we like schedule stuff like literally all the time.
Yeah.
But we always find that, you know, whether you want to go for a walk or you want to just go play or go do something, and some days you just want to work. Some days I just want to keep working till I go to bed. So we've just made it open time. So from 7 to 9, there's that 2 hours of every day that's just like open to do whatever you feel like doing that day, and then we pretty much wind down at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, because if we want to work or want to do anything else, we can continue it during that time. Or if we want to go to sleep, we can go to sleep or whatever.
Yeah, biggest thing is the wind down time, because at 9 o'clock it's like, doesn't matter what you're doing, like computer has to close, have your cell phone automatically go on do not disturb. I usually, since wind down time starts at 9, I usually have my phone set to do not disturb at 8:30. So 30 minutes before wind down, my phone will pretty much just like shut off. So I stop getting disrupted. And then at 9 o'clock, you have that hour to just get ready.
And fall asleep.
Fall asleep for 10. But anyway, that's our kind of routine. And I think when we change it constantly, like we'll start with this one and we'll change it. Because I always find that like you'll have a new routine, you're super excited, it's really easy to get up in the morning and do all your things. And then after like 2 months of that, your body it just becomes so mundane when you wake up. It's not that exciting.
Yeah, it gets kind of boring, which makes you not want to do it.
It was the same thing with 75 Hard. It was honestly so easy when we started it.
Like the first month of it was super easy.
Super easy, and then it just got mundane. So after a month of it, you're like, okay, this is...
I'm kind of ready to change things up.
Yeah, you just wanted to change things, but you had to go for another month and a half, which is fine. But we noticed that it just got harder and harder and harder.
Okay, so next after this, we made a goal for our social life because that's one area that's been severely lacking for a very long time. Just because we work at home and live at home and everything at home. So we decided to do one event a month. That's like our goal to like...
How sad is that? We're at a point where it's like, okay, we need a reason to get out of the house one time. One time per month.
Like normally, obviously we leave the house, but it's like to walk around the city or like go window shopping or like pick something up at the grocery store or like something like that. It's just like normal stuff.
We work and live here. Mm-hmm. There's the gyms that we go to. One is
literally
across the street, and the other one is
like a 5-minute walk.
3 to 4 blocks the other way.
Yeah. What's different about our new goal is like we've actually just set like an actual budget, so we have like X amount every month to go and do one new thing, whether that's like a concert, because that's cool. We've never actually gone to a concert before together. Let's actually like do some fun things once a month.
So we want to get back, like we used to read a lot.
We used to read a lot.
I think we average like a book a week, so we want to get back to doing a book a week, which is tough. Previously, for the last few months, we were reading just before going to bed. So we like wind down, get into bed, and then read, and
we'd be exhausted.
You don't learn anything. So, so now it's like, now we've put the reading time like middle of the day, actually just spend some time reading, and then you're going to take a lot more out of it. So and I think one of the things that we've done well with this is we've tried to make it pretty specific, where it's like it's one book a week. Every week, you know if you finish it or not.
All right, yeah, and then we made some goals for like some travel goals. I think the biggest thing that we did also is we kind of outlined the lifestyle that we ultimately want to achieve. I think that's something that we've talked about, but we haven't actually like listed it out before.
Yeah, the thing when you get into like lifestyle, I find, is a lot of it's just material things. You know, it's like you want to own this, you want to have a place, you want to live here, you want to own this car, you want to own these things. But and a lot of this stuff we can already do now, but we choose not to because we'd rather put the money and all that time towards other things. So I do find lifestyle is a tricky one, because it's like you have the idea of like the perfect lifestyle, which for us is living in Vancouver in the summer and living down in LA, Santa Monica in the wintertime.
That's our dream. We could do it. The goal is like within 5 years, we could potentially reach that.
So that's our long-term goal, is to do those things. But in reality, it's like, as far as lifestyle goes, like, you know, we are putting out these videos. If we want to invest in time into the podcast, you know, running the Fragile Club and the businesses that we have, doing these things is what actually brings tons of fulfillment and happiness.
Yes.
So doing those things full time, and the more that we can do those, and the bigger that those grow, it just makes the lifestyle like more complete.
Yeah, and it's not like, oh, I have a Tesla now, I'm super happy all the time. Like, that's not going to happen. It's just a means of transportation.
Yeah.
And so like achieving those like more monetary things, it's a milestone, but it's not like the end of everything. Other than that, we kind of went super deep into like our finances. I think we're gonna make another video on budgeting.
This past year has been insane, because I get pretty like picky with finances, and like the sense of having every single dime accounted for. But then when we went traveling, everything got like so derailed.
We had it planned.
We had it so planned out that I was like, okay, we don't need to worry about money for whatever time. But the issue with that is, because you're like, oh, I'm just living on this money. You're not thinking about investing, you're not thinking about savings, you're not thinking about growth or any of that kind of stuff. So everything just got pushed to the side. We can do another video on finances and like how to budget and how to break everything down.
Yeah. Because we spent, I think the majority of our time planning has been on the finances.
The finances touch everything, right? Because if you're talking about your social life, you're talking about your businesses, the lifestyle that you want, the traveling you want to do, everything you do, as far as a lot of the goals do, they all come
based on money.
A lot of it comes back to finances. So if you're wanting to, you know, get some more education, you're wanting to have a more social life, you want to do more traveling, you want to grow your business, well, all of this is also
all needs budgets.
It's all gonna it needs budgets. It's all gonna come back to your finances. So we kind of did all the goal setting for everything, and then did finances last. Instead of looking at our finances and saying, okay, this is how much money we have, now what can we do with that? We just said, okay, full spectrum, what do we want? We want to do this for traveling, we want this, and like the ideal everything. And then looked at our finances and said, okay, this is where we're at. What do we need? Do we need additional money? Like, well, where's that going to come from? So
going forward for 2020, we will now understand exactly how much profit we've made on all of our buy and sell stuff.
Yeah, we should do a video on buy and sell, because buy and sell on average,
it's brought in a bunch.
I don't know how this would work if you lived somewhere that wasn't maybe very central and had a large population. We do it on the side, which requires little to no effort. It's just, you know, responding to messages and telling people where they can come pick stuff up from your house.
And then ordering product.
Which takes, you know, all of 15 minutes. But on the low end, you can be making $50 a day. Our best day ever, probably
$2,000?
Probably $2,000.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'll do like I'll show you guys kind of what this looks like.
It's a piece of paper that says education on the top, and it says one book a week and take notes when reading.
Okay, but it's very simple. This is how you have to do it if you're gonna like make any changes. You have to literally write it down.
It's really simple. Like for us, we really want to do 3 videos per week. We want to be doing 2 podcasts a week, which we want to do on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And then we want to focus full time on Fragile Club. We broke it down really, really simple, high level. And then what we've done is actually gone into our calendars and our own books and broken it down much more of like, okay, in order to do 3 videos a week and in order to do 2 podcasts per week, what actually has to get done. And I think somewhere else, like this little piece of paper here breaks down to do 2 podcasts a week. You have to we have to do the outreach, you have to do the scheduling, you have to do the thumbnails and all the design work.
And edit the podcast afterwards.
Editing the podcast and so we broke down all the things that are required. And then it's like, okay, what are we gonna do, and what can other people do, and then really broke down what is required.
Yeah.
So the videos and the podcasts are pretty straightforward. But like as far as business goes and like financial goals and people we want to hire on, there's still a lot more planning, and that happens like throughout the year as well.
Yeah. So like for the Fragile Club, we're gonna have a full on like roadmap of like different things that we need to hit throughout the year. And make sure that we have like the meetings set in place to keep on that roadmap. But I mean, that's the same kind of idea, like personal goals. You should have some kind of roadmap for when you want to achieve certain things, whether it's like weekly stuff that you want to be putting out.
You have to. If you don't have a date, it's not. You're not going to do it.
No.
It's the same thing with like social life. We're like, well, the thing with us is, in order for us to say let's do a social life, we have to incorporate it into our budget. Otherwise, I won't ever spend the money. It's a leisure account where we're going to put money into the leisure account. And the reason we're putting money into a leisure account is so that we can see if we're spending it or not. Because naturally,
if it just like piles up, we're like, oh, we're not
naturally
doing
we won't spend it. It'll just sit there in the account. So that's why we're like, okay, if we put a certain amount of money every month into a leisure account, I can then actually see if we're spending it.
And if we're actually going out and doing things.
So that's probably the hardest one to do.
Is have a social life.
Have a social life, yeah.
Which I mean, I don't know if we're alone in this. It's like we're living in a world where it's like, unless you're friends with your coworkers, it's kind of more difficult to keep good friendships.
That's what someone with no social life would say. A person with a social life wouldn't say that.
For those who have friends out there, good job.
Enjoy them. No, I feel like there's so much we could go over with this though. We could do a video on routines. I love, we love routines. Routines would be a fun one to talk about.
Yeah.
We could do one on finance and budgeting. That'd be a lot of fun. We want to do a video on travel, on like how to get free travel. We want to do a video where we're in Vancouver and show you the path, like from being in your condo and then getting from like wherever you are to Thailand, Bali, or whatever, Europe, Italy, whatever location you want to go to, on what that process would look like from actually being in your house on day 1 to
getting free stays.
To 1 month later, within 30 days, going from your house to staying in like these $5,000 a night all-inclusive resorts. I think that would be a really fun video to show people how you can go from 0 to that in 30 or 60 days.
Be super fun. Yeah, so if you guys have any other video ideas that you want to hear. Yeah, if you have any other video ideas or things that you'd like to hear from us to go a little bit deeper into, definitely let us know. Hit me up on Instagram or leave it in the comments below. We'll read both of them. I think honestly, this is very simple stuff, but it's very, very powerful if you can actually sit down and just write out what you want. We'll give you a little brief. This is basically what our table looks like right now. It's just like little sticky notes. That's honestly what's worked at the moment for us. Okay, I think we'll stop talking now and we'll just end the video.
Yeah, stop talking.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Hit the like button if you did like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let us know if there's any other video ideas that you'd like to see from us, and we'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye.
Bye.